Stormwood and Associates is a production of the Nerd and Tie Podcast Network. For more podcasts from actual play to true crime to witchcraft, go to nerdandtie.com or join our community on Discord by finding an invite at nerdandtie.com/Discord. In pursuit of a stolen magical object, Stormwood and Associates Field Team 623 stepped into a tear between realities and vanished. They found themselves trapped in another plane, facing a reality that was not their own, and driven to avoid dark forces they don't understand. And so, Team 623 finds themselves leaping from world to world, striving to put right what they find wrong, and hoping each time that their next jump will be the jump home. Stormwood and Associates stars Celeste Startwin as Dee, Jen Prock as Obi, Trey Dorn as Amy, and Kyle Johnson as Liz Stormwood. Previously on Stormwood and Associates. So, Field Operations Team 623 ended up in a universe that looked pretty normal at first and still seems to be pretty normal, but to their shock and dismay, the readout said they would be here for 6 months before they could move on to another universe. Just as they were beginning to process that, suddenly blackout. An apparent time skip forward 5 months, our team found themselves having apparently lived in this world for 5 months with no memory of it, with Dee working as a waitress, Obi taking a course at the local university, Liz working in the university library to some capacity, and Amy nowhere to be found. They found their way back to the hotel they'd apparently been staying at. Apparently, Liz and Amy had been dating and broke up, and the only clues they seem to have are that when they effectively awoken, Obi had been researching a Professor Anton Bubler, and also that the girl they had seen running before they lost their time, before the lost time, they had seen a young woman running towards them before that, and as they've searched their rooms, that the young woman is named Sierra and had been apparently dating Dee to some capacity recently, and she was the TA of Dr. Anton Bubler, who is apparently was forced to leave the university under an ethics investigation. He's a professor of magical studies. And, and apparently Sierra took these drugs, but that just seems like a normal relationship problem. Anyways, we resume with our team deciding they need to do something.
Okay, so we suit up, get anything we need to get, and then we're gonna go, and we're gonna investigate this Sierra person to see what she knows about all this, and if she knows where Amy is. Right?
Fine by me. I have questions. Lots of them. Yep, we're good.
Right. Okay. Okay.
All right, you do have, like, the general location of Sierra's apartment.
Yes.
Not like the exact address, but kind of a unit number and like descriptions on how to get there, sort of. So.
Yep. Okay. So I had neglected to to describe what Liz is now wearing, by the way. So she's now currently wearing a black turtleneck and leggings and gray blazer and skirt. And like a cream-colored pea coat. Because she's that kind of person. Liz goes to retrieve her weapon, her gun, and her... She's going to grab her smartphone as well, even though it's less useful right now. She sees that in one of the drawers, Liz had been collecting a small collection of computer components and electronic components. Doesn't know what they might be intended for, if anything, but it's just gonna leave those. Yeah.
Okay.
Dee manages to find a gun where she figured she would put it, and congratulates herself quietly. She also grabs some leather fingerless gloves.
Okay.
All right.
Quick question.
Answer.
Whose laptop?
That was Amy's
It's
laptop.
Amy's laptop. It's Amy's laptop.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just owns it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Amy's had that laptop the entire time. It's just been
Okay.
sitting in the truck.
Oh, okay.
It is a laptop from your own dimension.
Ew.
That's apparently, since you've been living here, she allowed, pretty much everyone to create their own profiles on it.
So that's gonna live in Obi's backpack now.
Okay.
He just wants it on him, just in case. I don't know.
Okay.
And yeah, he's got all his stuff in his backpack.
Okay. I mean, Liz is the only one who really could do a lot with that laptop, but it's fine for Obi to have it.
Well, he can keep it on his person.
That's true. That's true. And
Yeah.
Obi does have a backpack.
Yeah, that's what his thinking is like, oh, I can keep this on my person, and then when we're out and about, if anybody needs it, I can whip it out. Yeah, he is going to shove his arm between the mattress and the box spring of his bed, feel around, and bring out a handful of Gushers packets and shove them into his backpack.
I love that he just knew to do that.
Obi does find a full thing of Gushers already in his backpack.
Oh yeah, no, he's putting extras in there just in case.
Okay.
Liz is also going to grab a lighter that she has apparently gotten a hold of, and also is going to bring a couple of Amy's textbooks to try to figure stuff out on the way.
Okay.
All right. You good?
All right.
You ready?
You guys all heading
Ready
off?
as we're gonna be.
Yes.
Yep.
All
Let's
right.
do this.
All right. So you drive back into town. I could describe the exact route to get here, but I'm not going to bother.
How far is it?
Oh, it's nothing is a long drive.
Right.
It's DeKalb.
Okay. Liz is gonna. No, go ahead.
No, you can say what's Liz gonna.
So she'd like to spend some number of minutes doing some research, trying to, take Amy's notes, figure out what trying to figure out what it was that she was getting into. Amy's notes, comparing it with the actual content of the textbooks.
Okay.
To try to figure stuff out.
All right. You're going to try to... That's a... I don't...
Nothing? Okay, that's fine.
Well, I have to think about what... It's going to take Liz more than... It's literally going to be like a 5-minute drive to this place.
Okay. All right.
So it's like... Yeah, I mean, Liz might be able to figure something out here, but I don't know how much background she had. Like, it's...
right.
Like, you find comments about modifications to Duerson's third law, and...
Yeah, okay.
It's not that you can't learn this stuff, it's just that this is not a few minutes sort of thing to figure
Sure.
out. This is from someone at Liz's starting point, like just using research, like the capital R research.
Yeah.
I would still require that you take like at least a couple hours to figure out, because you've got to, because Amy's notes are really steeped in jargon and like the lexicon of a professional spellcaster. So everything, like nothing is written in plain English, because
that makes sense.
They're notes written for her.
Liz will recognize this pretty quickly and put the book away.
Yeah, it's like Liz could like spend a couple hours and like figure out the gist of things, like, but she'd have to be looking up like almost every word that she was reading. Yeah. So so if you want to do that later and have your character take the time to do that, that is fine, but you don't have time to do it before you drive the literal 5 minutes to this apartment complex. All right, so D, you pull up on a number of buildings that look all pretty similar to each other. They're red brick, kind of a white bordered roof. These are good sized buildings. There's like around each building there's like white pillars around the entrance. And it's kind of like it's painted white around the door. These are 2-story buildings, bunch of 2-story buildings. You do have notes about like effectively you have like the unit number and like which building it is based off of the directions and stuff you have, D. So yeah, you pull up to this kind of there's like a big parking lot in the middle, and so I'm assuming, are you going to park on the street or are you going to park in the lot?
I'm going to park on the street, I think.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So, all right, so you park on the street. The building is a little far back, so it's going to take you a minute to walk there. But you get there, and it's an apartment building. The apartments are on the inside. The door is locked to the outside.
I feel like this is still work withable.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. How about... Let's see. Is there like a directory of...
No, there's like... So it's just there's a... There are a couple different doors to this building. You are... Yeah, it's there's like a thing you could like call an apartment, but
but I don't know which one.
I mean, you know the apartment number for the person
that's
you're trying
true.
to get to. But I believe you guys tried to call, like text this person and didn't get a response.
We did.
From Sierra? No, you didn't get a response from Sierra.
No, we didn't get a response. That's what I'm saying. We did call.
Right. No, what I'm saying is that you did, like, I know you texted it. I know you've tried to reach out to the person and you've gotten no response so far.
Huh. I mean, we can try buzzing up to the apartment.
I guess, yeah.
Worth a shot. I'm gonna give it a shot.
All right, roll me a d10.
Okay. Ugh. 1.
Okay. You're not even sure you know how, like, you're not even sure you buzzed the right apartment completely. Like, these numbers are, this place is not in the best condition, but, you know. Like, it's crummy, like, this place is marketed towards students.
Right. Dang it. One of you guys wouldn't have a better...
I will mention, just roll me a D10, D. I want you to think about something for a minute.
6.
It is a first floor apartment.
All right. Let's break in.
Okay.
It's a first floor apartment. We can definitely break in.
Which apartment is it?
Let's do some math.
All right, so you have the apartment number, and you want to figure out where, if you could, for a building you have no memory of being inside of, you want to figure out which window it is.
Yep.
All right, roll me a D10 for the first roll.
7.
Yeah. Now roll me a second D10.
4.
So you think you know which side of the building it might be on, maybe?
Maybe it's on this side? I'm gonna... Huh. D starts moving toward the side that she vibes with.
Okay. So you start walking along the building?
Yep.
All right. You're walking along the building. You eventually reach the end of the building.
Mm-hmm. How am I so bad at this?
I mean, if you guys want to ask me any questions about, like, the door locks or anything like that, or...
All right. Can Liz go and try to use a technology solution on the door?
Maybe.
All right. What are the locks like?
So, okay, so it's a lock that you can be buzzed in. Like, there's a physical, like, key that, like, residents will still turn a key to get in, but when they open the door from their apartments, they hit a button to buzz the lock at the door, and there's a release that is electrical.
Right, okay.
You try to give people challenges for their scientists.
Yeah. I feel like if I was a hacksaw, I could, like, use my phone to hack in, but I don't know if I can do that as a scientist. Is that
okay, so you can do anything that you have technological solution, though, as a skill.
Yeah.
That means you can do anything that, if a hacksaw could do it with technological solution, you could do it with technological solution.
Okay. Then I would like to This is so annoying because I have one phone that can't do anything but is a phone, and one phone that can do a lot but can't do anything.
It's almost like, though, if you could combine these two
Combine
things
them,
with
yes,
a
I know.
skill that your character has,
Yeah.
with an ability even.
Yeah.
It's not like you got anything else to spend these sweet move points on.
I guess. All right. I would like to try to build something out of nowhere by hooking up the phone, hooking up the two phones so I can use the smartphone by piggybacking on the flip phone's signal.
That's more a technological solution, but
Okay.
yeah. It's build something out of nowhere is usually something with a mechanical task, while technological solution is using a technology to achieve a goal.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So are you so that's your the jargon you're going to give me?
God, I don't know anything about
You don't have to. It doesn't have to be like.
I literally don't know what buzzwords I would use.
Oh, you don't have to be real ones.
You don't. Yeah, put the Florgenhofer in the Schopenhofer, and you smoosh the thingers and the wires together.
Bypass the door's semiconductors using the cross-flow contamination off of the battery of the. Like, it doesn't have to be real.
No.
It just has to be good enough for NCIS.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got this.
You just need to trick an 87-year-old who's half asleep who doesn't know how to change the channel. They hacked with two people on the same keyboard.
They did.
They did.
That's so you can act faster.
That is the level of bar we are dealing with the technical accuracy required of this game system. You just have to say it confidently. You can do it! All right, so is that what you're going with?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, time for vote. Did that work?
Yes.
I like it.
Yep.
That's good enough for your first try there, Kyle. Harder ones will come later.
Yeah.
And after some of your little electromagnetic fiddling, bzzzt, the door pops open.
Yay.
You are successfully inside the apartment building.
Okay.
I'm assuming everyone's going inside.
Yep.
Yep.
I assume you are then going to try to find the apartment number.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. You immediately discover that D was going the wrong direction.
Right.
Vibes are off. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. You find yourself at an apartment door.
D.
Dee shuffles through her pockets to see if she has any unfamiliar keys.
Oh, roll me a D10. This is where it would be really helpful to have a thief, but no one's playing a thief this campaign.
Nope.
5.
If you have one, you haven't found it.
Great.
I came up with this thing and I forgot that we don't have a thief. Oh, wow. This is going to be fun.
I mean, things could change once we re-archetype.
Yeah, but we're level 4 and haven't re-archetyped yet.
Yup.
Indeed.
I mean,
You know what? I'm gonna go back outside to cover the window And then you maybe just knock?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I can do that. That's good. We'll do that.
Keep Obi safe.
Of course I'm gonna keep Obi safe.
I
All right, so Liz, you're going to go around outside to the window.
yes.
All right. When you get to the window, so I'm assuming you're going to wait to have D knock once you get to the window, like you'll signal D?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you get to the window, roll me a D10.
8.
Okay, you notice a couple of things at this window.
Okay.
It is a horizontally sliding window. So like it's like there are two windows for this apartment. They are horizontal sliders. You notice on one of them that the screen looks like it's detached on like three sides, like it's just barely hanging there. And the window is just open a centimeter. Just a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm going to very quietly try to open up that window.
All right, roll me a d10. See how quiet you'll be able to open the window. Just how quiet you are.
9.
Okay, you managed to silently slide the window open.
Okay. T, go ahead.
Okay, knock.
I will mention it's very dark in the apartment.
Okay.
So yeah, D, you knock on the door, you get no response. Liz, you can hear the door. You can hear the knocking on the door.
Right.
There are curtains over the windows, but like the crack, you can't really see any light coming out.
No response. I'm just gonna push the screen off.
All right. Well, you don't you can easily just bend the screen and
Sure.
get
Okay.
through. You climb in through the window. Roll me a d10.
4.
You plant your foot firmly in what you believe to be a old Chinese takeout container.
Oh my God. Okay.
It is
Yeah.
It is very dark in here. The only light is coming from the windows where like between on the other window, the light from between these are like functionally blackout curtains, and then the you can kind of see into the room. It's just there's stuff all over the floor, like papers. Just this place just is a total mess. Like you can't see the carpet or flooring.
Okay.
It's just papers and books and things are all over the place. There are like food containers. You can see the foot of a bed, but beyond that, you're still like adjusting to the darkness. And also it did, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to fumble around for a light switch.
All right, you're not finding one.
Okay, then I would like to go over to the door and open it.
All right, so as you go, as eventually as you approach the door, you do find a light switch.
Okay.
As you make your way through here, yeah, it's you get to the door, and I'm assuming you're going to open the door?
Yep.
All right, Liz opens the door and turns the lights on. The first light switch you found was the one next to the door. This is it's a studio apartment. There is, as you enter the apartment, there is a kitchen to the left, and then to the right, there's like a little area where there's like a sink and like a door, like two doors, one to the left, one to the right. Like it's a mini hallway, but you can presume at least one of those is the bathroom and the other one's probably a closet. And then, the space that you came through, Liz, is kind of like, like just the living space. And, it is a mess. There is a bed that is completely disheveled. The mattress is like maybe 1/3 off of the bed. And then there's a desk, and with there's a chair on the ground sideways, and there are just papers scattered throughout the entire place.
Right. Okay.
And there's like a couple of lawn chairs, and a TV on a wooden crate.
Okay. Just to be clear, does this look like just an absolute slob was living here, or does it look like someone ransacked the place?
You don't know.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna go and open the door to the apartment.
Okay. You open the... D and Obi, the door opens and Liz is standing there.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
And you see
good,
what
you
I
made it
just
in.
described.
Oh. Well, this is homey. Yeah.
There's also dirty clothes strewn around the place too, and
Right.
It'd be better if it didn't smell so bad, but
Oh yeah, it smells bad.
I mean, that part's not great. Yeah. Huh.
Okay.
The cold air coming in from the now open window actually feels like a relief.
There doesn't seem to be anyone here. Let's look around.
what should we look for?
Any sign of where Sierra might be, or anything that would connect her to us or to Dr. Boobler?
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
How specific are we gonna get with my total investigations?
I'm gonna say areas of the apartment.
Okay.
Like if you're totally investigating, if you're looking for clues, is assume what you're looking for.
Yes.
Yeah. So what we'll do is the apartment's not huge. There's like a bathroom and there's a walk-in closet and like there's a kitchen. So like there's a kitchen area. There's like the area with the bed / living area, like that sort of thing. And so like I'll ask you to like tell me what area of the apartment you're trying to investigate.
Okay.
But if there's something in that area, you will find it with totally investigate. Yes.
Okay, cool. I think he would start with the bedroom living area.
Okay, so there's a lot of stuff everywhere in here.
Yeah.
There are, as you look at the papers across the floor, it's clear that most of these are, they look like they are papers that were being graded.
Possibly from her time of being a TA.
Well, and if you recall, she is still a TA.
Right.
She's a TA for the class you are currently taking, and in fact, Obi, you find a quiz with your name on it.
Oh, how'd I do?
You got an A-.
Oh, I'll take it.
Just probably doesn't help that you come from another universe, or maybe one of the answers would have been right in yours.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
that's okay.
Yeah. But you're finding like a lot of like, and that's these are clearly like, it's pretty clear that these shouldn't be strewn on the floor, right? There's it's something happened here. This is not just a casual mess.
Okay.
I think that's what you would get out of the stuff over there. Like it's like there's stuff in other parts of the apartment that looks like certain things are stacked up and neat, and then it looks like anything that's like current is actually kind of organized on the desk that's in that area. but a bunch of stuff looks like it was knocked off of the desk, and that is the current top layer of like the mess. If you go, as you like page through like the stuff that's on the ground, as you get deeper, like you find like old stuff like research papers that she may have been reading and things like that wouldn't have been like important to get back to someone. And like old magazines and things like that. Yeah, it's so the top layer stuff is stuff that you don't think she would have just like tossed around.
Okay. Cool. Does it look like she was here recently?
Okay, so you do see some takeout containers,
Yeah.
and there is like a DoorDash receipt on one of the food bags that is labeled 2 days ago.
Okay, so she was at least here 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Okay. I think next area for clues would be the kitchen area.
All right, so the
Since
kitchen's
it's right there.
So the kitchen's divided from the living room just by a little half wall, and in there's like a small table that is just like covered in old mail, and then like it's just a refrigerator, a sink, and an oven stove combination, and some cabinets. Yeah, there's a bunch of dirty dishes in the sink. There's just pretty much the entire counter is covered in dirty dishes and like a bunch of like half full glasses of water and yeah.
But otherwise nothing to be gained here. No like notes on the fridge or anything.
I mean, there are things that are interesting. Like there is like a Polaroid of Sierra and Dee.
Ah.
Yeah, and let me think here. There are a couple of like newspaper clippings of like that appear to be like things out of Sierra's past, like having like won an award from when she was an undergrad. Things like that, but yeah, just mostly it's what you would get from this is that she knew Dee and that she knows a lot about magic.
Okay.
Yeah. And is a slob.
Yeah. And then elsewhere.
You find a small bag of drugs.
Oh. Hey, Dee, are these yours?
Stormwood & Associates is a production of Nerd and Tie. You can find more information at nerdandtie.com/Stormwood. You can also find us on social media at Nerd and Tie on Twitter, nerdandtie.tumblr.com, and facebook.com/nerdandtie. This podcast can be subscribed to on anywhere that major podcasts are found: iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and quite a few other places, and anywhere that takes an RSS feed as well. Hey, while you're still here, let me tell you about another podcast on the Nerd and Tie Network, and that's Let's Be Legendary. Let's Be Legendary, the Fey Wild West, is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play game, so an actual play game like this one, but like, in a system people actually use in the real world. Set in a homebrew Wild West steampunk world, the Fey Wild West follows two people discovering what it means to be in a relationship, all the while seeking revenge and learning the truth of their pasts. Let's Be Legendary podcast is an LGBTQ plus podcast with both main and minor characters, as well as players falling under the queer blanket. A heavy RP game with a focus on story and characters. And you can hear it every week here on the Nerd and Tie Network, and you can find all their subscription information and links at nerdandtie.com/legendary.